requests once or twice a year from people that wanted to do stuff with 2716, and most of them were pretty fly-by-night, you know. But when this group came to us, there was more of a hunger and a dedication and a spirit that we hadn't seen before. So that makes a big difference in terms of, you know, how this thing has transpired. It's got legs, you know. It's a wonderful opportunity, one, to give the engine another chance to run, which it should. It's also very beneficial to steam in general, our program, your program, everybody, as well as going to be an economic boon to Ravenna as this thing goes forward. You know, like anything else in new relationships, there have been little bumps here and there, but nothing significant. And in general, it's been a very harmonious agreement and working relationship, which we think will continue going forward. I think it's, you know, if somebody comes down, they're going to have a treat. They'll be part of history. They're going to be riding behind the engine and the other engines, and yeah, you know, it's going to be something they can tell their friends and grandkids and others. CSX has been more than welcoming. Over the last year or two, I think people in the railroad community have noticed a shift, and they're much more friendly and much more concerned about the history of steam and the history of locomotives and what it meant to this country.
So far, everything is just ducky. Nothing's running warm. No rod noise. Really happy with it. No concern whatsoever with anything.
After all this hard work, how does it feel to see this locomotive out on the railroad?
Well, quite rewarding, actually.
It's great to see it moving. It's great to be on it while it's moving, just because it's been so long. We've been working on this for a long time. It's a small victory because, you know, this is a test run, so we got to see how everything's reacting. But so far so good. So it's a good feeling, and we're not anywhere that we need to be yet, but it's at least it's a good step in the right direction.
We had a good run north here, and track was smooth as silk, and thank goodness the ride between 816 and Huntington's great work to refurbish 3203. So far it's been flawless, so let's keep it together this week. You know, I think it's seeing the general public's eyes and their expressions when they see a steam locomotive for the first time. You know, the rail fans and all of us in this tight-knit community, we see this thing every day, but the folks that driving down the road or just happen to be in one of the cities that we make the stop in and see this and see how their interest is engaged, not only for that stop but in the future for this project and restoring 2716. It's just something I'm really looking forward to.
I never thought I would see Clinchfield 800 in 2716 here in Boston, Kentucky. It's absolutely amazing. You know, all the years, especially when I first started back in 2009 volunteering here at KRM, people would always come up and say, hey, why don't you guys restore 2716? And anybody in the museum would have told you that it would never leave that shed there at on our display track. But here I am today, and it's right here in front of me in Boston, Kentucky. It's absolutely amazing.
Hey, so Jacob, as one of the youngest members of Kentucky Steam, you know, you've basically spent your entire summer up in Ravenna. What does it feel like to be in the cab of this steam locomotive from the museum here to Boston? What did it feel like?
Well, it was awesome. You know, you feel the wind hitting you on the face, and you saw the rods moving as we were going down the tracks, and it's just a great feeling of accomplishment. We worked so hard for so many weeks, and we finally get to see the fruits of our labor. The biggest thing I've learned about working on a steam crew is to always have a positive attitude. Everybody here is just, you know, all right, take a step back, take a quick breather, reanalyze the situation, and come up with a solution.
So one of the things that's going to happen at the Heritage Center is a technical training school. Why do you think it's so important that people learn how to work on these machines?
Well, because it's a lost art form, and there's so many people that love looking at steam locomotives and loves the sound, the appeal of them, and there's not very many young people, definitely, that knows how to do it. And once all the older fellows are gone, you know, there's nobody to keep it going, and so we need young people like myself to learn the tricks of the trade and to keep it going for the future to enjoy.